Ah, the evening. It is so nice to run the train. And what better one to run than the only banana train? What's up, guys? Angry here. And we're coming into Bryson with the banana train on my stave of Railroader that we've been playing on stream, our Southern Railroad themed one. And thanks to your generosity, we've been able to get to the banana train into our game here. Let's go ahead. We'll slow down for the station stop here. And we're here with the banana train. We got 3 cars with it. We're going to use the banana train to do some switching today. We're going to try to make some sense of the yard over here. It might not look like there's chaos, but there's random cars stored in places. There's cabooses that need to be moved around. We have a passenger train following us in that we need to get out of the way of. Drop off the coaches that are here. And a few other things we need to do along the line. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that in advance of a next stream coming up. So thanks for joining along with us for it. You can see that this little railroad's grown quite a bit thanks to the generosity of a lot of our channel members and friends who, during some of the streams, have super chatted and gifted memberships to allow for some fun things to happen. We've had new engines join us. We've also had some other cars added, lots of other different things. So, alrighty, we've got the passenger train more or less set up. Let's go ahead, kick the brakes off. Make sure that we're going to have our switches lined. We're going to end up crossing over all of our tracks here, and we're going to shove into our yard, which will allow us to then get this train parked. We're going to do a little bit of switching here and then hop over to the logging line to get that prepped. So with that said, let's go ahead and move the banana train up just a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean quite a lot. So let's go, SW1. Alrighty, and there the train goes. Reset the switch, that way the train following us doesn't have to worry about that. Same thing with this one. And we should be almost over the crossovers here that we can then shove back. Just double check. Trying to remember which game I'm in because every train game I've been playing recently, all of them have different camera control buttons. So that's been tricky to keep that lined up. So let's go ahead and move up just a little bit more. Come on, train. And there we go. Alrighty. So we're going to line this back. That we're going to put this on one of the shorter tracks up here. We're just going to call this one the coach track, for lack of a better term. Park all of our coaches on it. That way people can use it if need be. And that'll also just get them all in one place, which we definitely need a little bit of organization to at the moment. Thankfully, these observation cars actually have a light, which makes it really easy for shove moves. So, continue just backing up into the yard. Get that bell off here. And, yep, we're going over on the track. Go ahead and start putting some air on to slow us down. And we'll go ahead It's a little more of abrupt of a stop than I was planning on, but let's go a little further. Just so we clear a little bit more space in here. Alrighty, so we're stopped. All right, Mr. Man, I need you to get out of the banana train. Let's put a 20-pound set on. Okay, we're going to put the handbrake on. We're going to go ahead and pull away. Excellent. Now, we have a couple other cars down here that we do need to sort out. Primarily those two cabooses and another passenger car that needs to be put with all the others here. Now, these look like they're 84, and that one's a 60, so that's going to be interesting to deal with. But the way we're going to deal with this is the best way to deal with it, which is just to be, we're going to move one of those cars over here, have it as a standalone, and then we're going to park the two cabooses on this little runover track here. Alrighty, let's back this puppy up. And we'll make sure that our switch is set for our return visit. That way we can just have that. Oop, there it goes. So we have that to go. I will say this save is quite a lot of fun. It is definitely a little more chaotic than I thought it would be because we already have like 8 locomotives, which is something crazy. 8 or 10, I think. We got loaded up, is the answer, but it's been very fun to do that. Let's go ahead, slow down just a little bit here. Prep for our couple. Alrighty. Just make sure our airlines are connected. And that's good. Let's go to the back of the shove. Open up the gates so we can just watch from there. And we'll go ahead and get this repositioned. Now here's a question. How far away? Okay, so the passenger train that we're expecting is going to be coming in soon. Looks like the signals up there have changed. The other thing I'm hoping for is I hope we have enough money to do what we need to do. So right now we have just under 5,000, and we're buying a lot of parts because we have a feeling that some people who like to hang out in the streams want to see crashes and kabooms and other stuff, and so we're going to need that to keep on top of fixing up our locomotives. So hopefully that that stays true. All right, we're almost at the end of the yard here. Let's go ahead and put 10 pounds on. Release it just to slow us down just a hair. Get that bell off. Alrighty. And slowly but surely, let's get on the right track. Alrighty, now we're set for the coach track. So we'll drop off this one coach, and then we'll get the cabooses thrown over. Should we, yeah, I'm just going to throw this one. So now we're running solo here. And I guess we'll hop off to make sure that we throw this for the actual banana train to go through. Yes, Dutch dropping in the night. Erica's favorite pastime. Alrighty. We'll go ahead, put that Handbrake on. So that car is set. Hop aboard this one while we shove these in. And looks like we have the passenger train coming in. Slowly but surely from the other direction. Alrighty. 20-pound set on. Uncouple, put a handbrake on. And the banana train's duties are done for the moment. So let's go ahead and move up just a hair. We'll get off this siding at least. We may just leave the banana train parked temporarily here, because we may have it go up to do some of the logging stuff once the day turns over. And there goes the F units. Bells for days. Alrighty. Banana train is parked. Lights are off. We are tied down there. And let's see what the F units are up to. So they've got 34 passengers for Bryson. How much passengers does Bryson have? 76. We are going to run it again. Make sure it's set up for that. Get it stopped. Alrighty, so that's stopped at RFUZ. So we'll have all 34 people get off this train. And we'll go ahead and set it back here. Guess we'll just mosey through the yard real quick. Check out our lovely, I think this is 8 cars now? 6 or 7, 8? Something like that. It's gotten bigger is basically what it is. Alrighty, it looks like the interior lights are on, which is nice. At least in this car. Let's see what else is going on as we make our way up to the front of the train. Hello, open the door, please. Anyone home? Anyone on this train? This looks like we have people kind of evenly distributed between each car. It's like 9 people, 12 people. Excellent. Getting up towards the front of the train. Okay. These cars are also a lot bigger than I thought they were. And there's the headlight from our lovely, lovely unit right there. So we've made it to the front. Let me out, please. Please. Thank you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to send you back. Because the passenger train is money, and we like money. So let's let her depart. Alrighty, so they are gone. So the only other thing that's really going on this railroad, because we've got engines over in the roundhouse getting worked on. Let's just pop over there real quick so we can take a look at them. So we've got our lovely, lovely GP7s, or GP9s actually. They're doing its thing. In here, steam locomotive getting worked on. Did I put this one to get fixed up? Yes, I did. Number 89 had a little bit of a bork earlier. So that one's getting fixed up here as well. We have the 42069, our lovely Burke, also getting fixed up. And then over here is the one and only Western Maryland 734, which also is borked at the moment and is getting worked on. So here they are, all in a row. If we look at the engine service, we currently have no one down here to fix them. So that'll get fixed up. We need to get more coal. We need to get more diesel, which will all be fixed soon. And thankfully, it's got the parts in hand to do it. But if we look along the line here, so Bryson, there's our pasture train. Nothing ready to go at Ela. Over at Whittier, everything's more or less set. There's one car at the sawmill, but that's kind of buried in there, so it doesn't make sense to get them. We've got 2 locomotives set up in the engine house. We've got a whole bunch of stuff in interchange. But up on the rooftop, by rooftop I mean on the train, on the creek, where are you? Aha, here's number 84. What is number 84 doing? This is taking cars up to Conley Creek. So we should go and assist that. Let me in. Alrighty. Okay. So we have a handbrake on. Oh, the handbrake's on the engine. Love it. So looking at stuff, there's one car ready at L1, but they're filling up. We've got 2 cars at Pulpwood getting ready because we're hopefully going to be expanding to Silva next stream. But let's get these cars set up and ready to go here. Already, we're making good progress. As we go past L2, we have the same problem where one car is ready, the rest are not. But that's all to be expected because basically we're running everything at Tier 5. So logs are filling up. We've got plenty of pulpwood in storage, but it's all getting transferred to the GONs that we have. L3 is the only one that has logs prepped because it's been a little bit since we last had that. So once we drop off these cars, we should be able to just run downhill, park this train, and then we'll be good for a bit, which will be exciting. We may end up taking the passenger train to tie up at Bryson. I'm going to try to have Bryson be the tie-up point as much as possible. And over there is our logging tracks. Again, logs are filling in, but they are not ready yet. They're getting there, though. And the sawmill does have 82 logs in storage, so we're not hurting for logs. They got plenty to work through. Now, as we go to the end of the train here, I believe we're lined for not the right track. Now we are. Interesting that we had the forethought to do this. Alrighty. So we're probably going to have to Dutch drop these in because we're facing the wrong way. And here's all of our pulpwood gone, slowly getting loaded up with pulpwood. They all take 100 tons, so hopefully when we do start running down to paperboard and making big money that way, that'll be easy and good to go for that. We'll go ahead and slow down here, or at least begin to slow down. Okay. Put 5 pounds of pressure on. Slowly roll our way back. Go ahead. All right, kick the brakes off. Off of everything. That includes you, Mr. Engine. Let's go. Fast. 7, 8, 9. All right. Run away! Okay. And take Mikado, you go. Meanwhile, let's hop off and just keep an eye on these Gons that are going to be rolling in here. Okay, 1's in. 2's in. 3 is in, but we're going to go ahead and get a little closer to the buffer here. So let's go ahead, put that handbrake on. We should be well and clear now, which we are, so that's fantastic. And now that that's been Dutch dropped, let's head back into our locomotive. And we'll just have a little casual trip down the mountain. So as I said before, thanks to the community, we've been able to really grow this save. Next steps, Silva. We want to get the Silva. We've got enough cars. We've got enough power to do it. We're just trying to save up money so we can buy it outright. Eventually, it'd be nice to get some of the smaller locomotives, like a C55, C46. But we've got plenty of passenger power. We've got plenty of freight power. As we said, we got a whole bunch of cars down at the interchange now for the stuff we need, like coal, diesel fuel, parts, that sort of thing. So that is good. So let's check to see, where is our passenger train right now? They are not where I thought they'd be. I thought they'd be back in Whittier by now. But they are in Ela. Okay. So I guess they are waiting to go. Because they got up there, what, 2 minutes ago? Apparently right now. Or close to now. So that's good. So we'll probably make it by the time we get this locomotive down the hill. We'll have that over in Whittier. So that'll be good. So nice and easy as we go down the hill here. No big rush. No crazy games. Just a beautiful evening in the trains. Ah, yes. So beautiful. So wonderful. So, all right. Let's get this down here. Let's check on the other industries. Do we have any performance markings yet? We know about Conley Creek. The engine service, they're working on stuff. They got parts. The interchange, that's still expensive. $3,000 per 24 tons. We're at Tier 5. Tier 5. Whittier Depot's good. The sawmill's good. Let's slow down so we don't fall off the rails. That would be terrible if that happened. Okay. Ela Farm Supply is all good. The passenger station is active. Over at Walker, it's eating up logs there. We're eating up pulpwood. The top upper logs is making logs, but we haven't set anything up there yet. We might want to do that. That might be a goal on one of the streams here. Appalachian Hardwoods will be available tomorrow. The Bryson Engine Service, we've got a few people lined up. The Freight House, obviously, Bryson Coal and Lumber, and then Standard Oil. So things are set up for some good opportunities here. Let's make sure we don't fly off the rails here on this corner. And I do think I have it set. The trains will wait, 4 minutes. Usually it's 3. So there we go. That'll hopefully help it. Because I usually like to have a 2 or 3 minute stop whenever we have any AI'd passenger trains. All right. Almost down the hill. We're making some good progress. Oh yeah, that's where we got follow mode. So I can follow locomotive number 84. I do like some of these quality of life improvements they have in the game now. Let's go ahead and not fall off this hill. I think the speed limit is 25 for the most part. That sounds about right. So we'll make sure we're not going too crazy. All right, and that passenger train is now departing Ela, which is excellent. Alrighty, how close are we? We basically have the next little ridge, and then we're over. The passenger train is moving at its steady 30 to 35 miles an hour. No other changes looks like over at the sawmill or at Whittier proper. Ela looks normal. All of that looks normal. Yeah, I love when things are calm. Things are always great when they're calm. Okay. We are going to send the little choo-choo this way, just because I want to have it backed in. That way it can do switching tomorrow fairly easy at the sawmill. And that's lined in. We're going to put it in front of number 99. That way that is set. Yeah. And I'm surprised this little locomotive is just drifting nicely. There's no problems with it. How much water do we have? We do need a coal and water, but that could always be a tomorrow morning thing. So there is that. Just love how peaceful it is at night. No 50 bajillion things, no crazy soundboards. Just the loveliness that is the train. Alrighty. Let's get a lovely little screenshot. Yeah, let's do this. Alrighty, and back we go. Passenger train is not there yet, but it will be at some point in the near future. Go ahead, get this into bed. Of all the train games I play, I still love Railroad the most. Derail Valley I'm apparently not very good at, but I will continue to play it. I know people have really enjoyed seeing me break things and not know what I'm doing at any point. But we'll see what we can do with that. I did also put up some Train Simulator Classic stuff recently, so go check that out if you haven't had a chance to see it. And I'm going to see if I can get Railroad Tycoon 2 or Railroad Tycoon 3 to work as well. I always love those games a lot. And I know that like Railway Empire 2 is kind of a spiritual successor, same thing like Sid Meier's Railroad, some of the other ones, but still have a place in my heart for the OG. And by OG, I mean 2 or 3. So, alrighty, here we come into the sawmill. And if I'm not mistaken, there comes the passenger train. So we've got appropriate fusees set up for that. Maybe we'll reach 500 or 5,000 in the bank before we go to night here. That would be nice, because let's just follow the track here real quick. Fly, you fools. There goes Choo-Choo. If you look down here, kind of in the center of our cut, we've got a couple of cars that are all loading up on fuel and coal and water. And that's a crossover I wasn't expecting. Be nice if I checked my switches and didn't just assume things. But, you know. Okay, that's stopping at Whittier East. And here we go. And they are stopped for a few Z. Let's go ahead. We'll just water and coal while we're down here. We've got plenty of coal in there. Water's not an issue. Okay, go ahead and load up. Oh man, we're dropping some. And we didn't even have marker lights on correctly. Well, at least we fixed that now. Let's go ahead and get coal in the hole. And then our water flap has been open the entire time, so nothing is sloshed out. Interesting. Hey, we did it. Okay. Let's go ahead, bring the pressure vessel back. All right, is that going to work? That's not the hole. That is not the hole. The hole's right there. But I guess it's good enough for government work? Well, it's certainly filling up. While we're waiting here, let's make sure that the passenger train is just set back, because if there's enough people for it, well, you know, might as well keep making money with the passenger train. It's low maintenance, low cost of fuel. Copy that, all 6 other cars. How many people are waiting here, out of curiosity? 28. Yeah, we're at the point in the day where it's not necessarily as lucrative to run, but hey, sometimes you just got to do that. Let's go ahead, send that back. And what's our 2 freight cars? Oh, they're both at the sawmill. So off they go. Let's check back in on number 84. We'll also see where those 2 cars are. So interesting. So it has that one and that one, but not that one. Huh. Well, I'm not going to pull those 2 out just yet. And looks like our watering is done. So we'll go ahead, move you back. Alrighty, so let's go ahead, make sure that our Johnson bar is completely centered. Please. Please. Alright, key commands, you're not responding. And my hand is being stupid right now, so I guess we're just going to leave you there. Fine, you're good enough. Handbrake on. God, now I can't even click that. Jesus. Boop. Alrighty, so we're good to go. So thanks for tuning in for this little shorter episode as we got ourselves ready for the next stream. We hope to see you streaming. We usually stream 2 or 3 times a week in Railroader and maybe other games as well. But if you like the stuff here, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit that like button, and share this with your friends. And a huge thank you to all of our channel members who help make everything what we do here possible. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much.